Some on the right blasted the Times article, including Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. Leavitt wrote on X, the New York Times had 3 random people who have studied fine arts, long written about urban planning, and never built anything to write an article criticizing the new White House ballroom. And Fox News digital columnist David Marcus wrote on X, okay, now do the Obama Library.
Well, I think obviously the difference between a presidential library and the White House is one is...
Come on, yeah. David Marcus. No.
I mean, but I think, listen, I don't know. I'm not a construction expert, so I'm not going to sit on here and act like it. But I mean, if you look at the size compared to the White House, it's like he's throwing off the look of from above, the way that for this ballroom, like, you know, it is kind of like, did the American people want this?
You know what? I think a great people build great things and big things. I know Donald Trump is a little bit of a cartoon character in wrapping everything in gold, doing the gaudy design, the columns, the spheres, making everything as big as possible. That is all true. But I just find it so bizarre how people in this town are turned off the idea of building things. What can we do? We can make the White House grounds a little bit more grandiose. New columns, new pillars, a ballroom that is bigger than anyone ever imagined. Why is that a bad thing? Why is the arch that's going to go on the other side of the Memorial Bridge an offensive thing to some people? Like, we can build buildings, you know? There's no reason that the Capitol right outside our window has to be as beautiful as it is. But you know what? We have the ability to build it, so why not?
I just think the timing, right? If the president had accomplished some of his goals on the campaign trail in the first 2 years and then got to building, that would be a good legacy. Wait, Stephen, if he would accomplish some of the things that he promised and then get to building was not on the agenda. Oh, I'm going to build a ballroom. We weren't talking about that on the campaign trail. Get to the things at hand. There is no
Democrat strategist or Democratic politician in the country who is going to say, Mr. President, job well done. You can now go build this building you wanted to build. It is the job of the opposition to say for 4 years, everything is wrong, everything is broken, you're doing horrible no matter what. So if you're waiting for a permission slip from Democrats to build a building, you're going to be waiting until the next day.
And I would take your point and say duly noted for any party in charge, right? The opposing party is going to do the same thing. But in this case, it's not just Democrats, right? It's the base that's starkly divided on some of the biggest choices that the president has made recently, from the Iran war to tariffs. Mm-hmm. This is happening from the people that got him in office. This is happening from the podcast bros who voted him in, are like, we are going to step away here because like even immigration is going a hair too far for us. There's everybody looking at his main policies, what he lays his hat on for his first or his second term and his second year in his second term, and saying, wait, you can't just say, okay, I put my name on the Kennedy Center, put my picture all over the place, signed a couple dollar bills, and that's your legacy. We remember that we're still broke as we were under Joe Biden.
Yeah, Donald Trump will go down in history, both as a guy who built things and changed what Washington, D.C. looks like, but also as a guy who really needed it deep down. It was always about him. Both of those things are true. I will fully concede.
Is he going to get to enjoy this ballroom? I don't know if it'll even be done during.
That's what great men do, right? They plant the tree so that future generations can enjoy.
All right. Well, I'm excited to be invited to one of those events. I'm not going to lie.